Scenic Regional Library, Herman, and it's my turn for Kids Club. So we're going to make no-bake cookies. Now, no-bake is supposed to be not anywhere near the oven, but I have a hard time finding anything that I like to eat that's not anywhere near the oven. So the cookies I found actually require stovetop, but not baking. So the recipe that I have is your classic no-bake chocolate cookie, and I have the recipe all printed up, and I'll post that after the video so you can look at it and print it off if you like. But before we start, I wanted to show you some of the books we have in the library and that you can get from our library system for kids to cook. Here's Usborne Cooking School, Cakes and Cookies for Beginners. This one has recipes like chocolate brownies and macaroons. What else is in here? Gingerbread cookies. All kinds of good stuff. So that one's in the library if you'd like to look at that one. Here's Usborne Farmyard Tales Children's Cookbook. Ooh, I love Usborne Farmyard Tales. Here's some good ones. Oh, a strawberry trifle. Oh, those are going to be good. Ted salads. Oh, Ted is one of the characters from the Usborne books if you're a fan. And Sam's favorite soup. That looks like some good soup. So there's stuff that kids can make that's all in the kitchen. What else we got? Oh, I chose this one. It's a nonfiction book, again with the other cookbooks. But this is What the World Eats. Look at this. Isn't that cool? All the people around the world eat different things. And then it shows you what they're eating. I love to know what other people are doing. Here he's eating a fish. Here's, what else did I find in here? What do you think is in that bag? Is it going to be potatoes or beans? It might be potatoes. Look at all their markets, different markets. I think that's a market there. They're getting ready to set up for the day. All kinds of cool stuff. So there's another book you can check out in the library about cooking. All right, let's see. Take my recipe, and I'll come over here. Jenny, my videographer behind the camera. So my first tip for cooking, read through your ingredient list and make sure you have everything before you start. Nothing worse than getting halfway through your recipe and realizing you don't have something. So I made sure I've got everything first. It says 2 cups of sugar, I've measured that out. I need half a cup of milk. Here's my milk. Another cooking tip, when you pour your milk in there or your water, stand it up and make sure that it measures right there where it's supposed to be, because it'll look different looking down on it or looking at it. Does that make sense? You need a stick of butter. You need 1/4 cup of cocoa. Here's my cocoa. 3 cups of oats. Here's my oats. 3 cups of oats there. 1 cup of peanut butter. Another trick there is to make sure that your cup is, you put water in it, dump out the water, and then put the peanut butter in there, and it'll just flop right out. 1 tablespoon of vanilla and a pinch of salt. So I've got my measuring spoons and my vanilla. Alrighty, let's put this all together. It says, bring sugar, milk, and butter and cocoa to a boil over medium heat. Medium heat is going to be in the middle. Make sure you've got your grown-up with you when you start this. So here's my butter. Oops. Put that in the trash. And my sugar. And my milk. I'm going to wait for that with my cocoa. Put the cocoa in there. So this is the fun part. The recipe says, I've made this a few times, the recipe says that you want it to come to a boil. You want to look at it? Okay. The recipe says that you want it to come to a boil over medium heat. So it also says to stir it occasionally. In my experience, this recipe works best if you just stir it continuously. So you don't have to do anything aggressive or fast. Just keep stirring it the whole time. And coming to a boil over medium heat means that all of this is going to be blended together to look like mud. And it's going to have bubbles around the sides a little bit. And a boil means that it won't stop bubbling if you stir it. If you stir it, you see bubbles and you stir it and the bubbles go away, it's not ready yet. So if you can keep stirring it and there's still bubbles in there, that's a boil. Alright, so we boiled this for a full minute. After it boils, you have to cook it for a full minute. It's going and going and going and going and going and going. It takes forever. It takes so long and it smells so good. So when that's all done and it looks like mud, take it off the heat. And then you're going to put in oats and peanut butter. Whop. And then you're going to stir it around till it's all well blended, which you're not going to see here. It's going to be all well blended, like super thick mud. And then I suggest after you've got that blended together, then you put in your vanilla and a pinch of salt. And then you mix and 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 mix. And that's all done. And you bring it over here and use your cookie scoop. And you scoop it out and make perfect little balls to put on your pre-lined cookie sheet. You stick it in the fridge over here. Put it in the refrigerator. What is this? What is this I see? Oh my goodness. Oh, those look so yummy. Bring them over here. It's all about presentation, you know. Put them on your fancy cookie tray. They do have to refrigerate for about 30 minutes to really set up nice and hard. The recipe says that they keep for 3 days. These will be gone tonight. So, bye guys. See you next time.